your way down there into the garage and see what you can get.
Oh, this screen is so busy. Fuck.
Not going to be picked
Ying,
up,
Bana, Warden.
What did you say?
I said not picked up.
Got it.
Initially.
I thought so.
Nuke is open. Hibana's open. Valkyrie's open. Mira's banned. Remember, Mira's banned. Asami's open. This is like pretty good for defense.
Back in stage 3. Drops away from that team to go and join the superstar.
Top floor star, so we have Asami Castle. Makes perfect sense. This is like Warden and Asami Castle is like the 3 stellar picks of top floor nowadays in Bang, because you can deny so much line of sight, plus Warden for smoke grenades. Smoke grenades are pretty big for this. Mira's banned because she had a bug. The bug got fixed, but the pro teams weren't told with enough time that she was allowed. She'll be allowed next week. Like, the bug is fixed. It's just pro players didn't have enough time to prepare.
Hang on a minute. He's got him hooked. He's reeling him in. It was too easy that one, it was too
Not sure about the Amaru here, unless you do. Oh, do they do the Ying plant? Where you smoke Amaru, smoke Ying, and then you plant. Sonics did it last week in NAL.
So I'll throw that one out.
Against Warden, it's not that great, but it can work.
No, I think that's risky.
You sure?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I just don't think
That's a good jump out. That's a really good jump out. Even if you only kill one guy, it's a big jump out. He kills 2. That's pretty much the entirety of G2's strat in the gutter. Now we vibe if we're G2, or if you're Rogue rather. If we don't throw our lives away, defense wins, right? Unless, because G2 has 2 grenades. That's like the one way they can bring this back. They have to isolate members or find grenade kills. This wall is soft and open though. It's like, it's not very cool right now. 2 spare reels from defense, by the way. That was not used. There's no way that's gonna work, right? We're not casting today? We don't cast on Monday. We cast Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm leaving for, yeah. I'm leaving in a few hours to go to LA to cast tomorrow. So, something worth noting is Spoit's reaction time on the Amaru is probably the fastest shit I've seen in a while. Probably the fastest in a while. Look at Spoit. Look how fast it is. The sound comes out now. It's fast. It's really fast. That's what happens when you're young. It only gets worse from now. It only gets worse.
In back pocket that can now do 2, 4, or 6. You know, 4 times 4 is 16, Tim. That means you can get yourself 4 hatches opened up, and there are 5 that you have to worry about in trying to get onto the downstairs, but you can afford to ignore 1 or 2 of them as well.
We saw this attack from G2 last week, and it looks like it's being done slightly differently. It was one that I heard Fresh speak through, and he explained how Doki was left top floor on his own, and it was a big problem, basically, because he could be pushed from too many directions. This time, Virtue is in a position to help, but Doki is beyond helping, as Spoit manager to find the opener at the bottom of main stage. And that is going to leave Virtue potentially in a similar position.
Man just casually walks down the main stairs and just dies. As Hibana on bank basement. And Monty has smokes, not Harvard's gadget. So now you cannot get everything that you want. You're not gonna get backside hatches. Server wall is soft, which helps them a lot, but that's a waste of a yokai. Complete waste of a yokai. So they only have smokes. Like, this is actually doable for G2. Like, this is winnable. Because I can't deny the plant besides the toxic babes. The Monty helps with that.
This one's still being played by the defender, so G2, they've ignored this.
They've smoked it out to force out the defender smokes. G2 doing a good job on understanding they got leverage time. They got 2 more smokes on Prano, so they just burn this, and then in about 30-25 seconds they can start planting if they keep doing it.
He's taking himself down off the roof and he's going to be going into the alleyway and looking to get into.
So Citizen is flank watch and 3 guys server. So Monty has to plan because the A hatch is open. Or they just have to smoke it, but they should get counter smoke because they're waiting too long. Yeah, second smoke comes out. Yeah, 1 more smoke. That's the last defender smoke. Oh, he uses it early because he doesn't trust it, I guess. The thing is, why is Monty not planting? Because they can just...
No C4, no Yokais, only an impact really left here for Rogue. They're gonna have
They
to
can
go
just push this, no?
challenge this with guns up, but you're coming up against the Monty. Plant attempt coming through here behind.
Yeah, like this, exactly.
Leon got away with it. They saw him just in the nick of time. Shotguns out,
Interesting, yeah. Why is Monty not planting? Why is Monty ADSing with a gun up? Why is Monty using his pistol, right-clicking, when Monty could plant and Thermite has a gun? A real gun. That's what I don't get. Why is the Monty using his pistol instead of Thermite's 5.56? And Monty wouldn't have died to the shotgun either, because Monty's shield would block the bullets when he's on his back.
There, it allowed Leon to get into that.
That's a bit of tomfoolery, dude.
Take the diffuser down, the planting stopped, and it just.
Also, with AH being open, you could have planted deep server wall, and they can't deny you because there's no smoke grenades. And C4 will just get shot midair. There weren't any, but if there were. Monty could have blocked the angle. Like, there's so much that could have been done differently there. So much. He also shouldn't have smoked, I don't think. He smoked for the hatch angle, I'm pretty sure. It's just, when you throw a smoke grenade without a glass on your team, what's gonna happen is what you saw. They just push the smoke.
Moving quickly up towards the castled open area window, but then he dips himself away, thinks better of it, just gonna ping it out, I think, just waiting.
Doki dying with the banner early was also a problem. Just because you don't get backside hatch pressure.
He does have hard breach utility himself, so could well do it, but backs off for the time being, and they're gonna.
Spot played on my last round too. Needs those 1.5x's, I think.
Maybe a little bit of movement through tellers and archives to have an opportunity to
Virtue and Nook.
just catch somebody out on the rotate.
Citizens here, the one that everyone's got their eyes on as well. Yeah, the big storyline coming.
They're playing triple Heartbreach, which is a bit weird too.
So far,
like
3-0, Citizen 2-2.
Box secondary Heartbreach gadget with Ace with Thermite. That's like, I feel like you lose value here, because now you lose a set of grenades, or well, he's losing everybody, I guess. I feel like it's not an optimized lineup either. Like triple hard breach on bank, that's not basement. Like, what are you gonna breach? There's one hatch, and there's one wall.
Manages to escape barely with his life there, down to about 30 HP, but still in the fight. He's going to drop down, see if he can catch anything through the drone hole. Nothing there to be had for the time being, and Virtue just dips himself away. He's going to get himself in a secure position and then get on the drones. Knows now that Kanto is inside of Tellers, but it's not going to be an easy challenge in here.
Absolutely not. They sort of clear him out, and you know it's been over half the round.
So what else do you want to do here? You gotta get some pressure. Either get the castle barricade. Yeah, that's good. Oh, you didn't see him in the elevator.
Do Rogue go aggressive here and make a step forward to try and go for this fight? Alamar gets a kill elsewhere, but it's still a numbers advantage.
There should be a jammer here, and they have one nade on Virtue. So if there's a jammer, they can't breach. I think there's a jammer because they haven't used any more. So now they need Virtue to rotate to square, to nade through the tall Selma breach to get the jammer to then Thermite the wall. That's what they gotta do. Round is over. The round is over. They can't breach. Wow. Okay, dude. How does Daypick win this? Oh, it's the super charm. Never mind. He's got the super charm.
Quick start from then.
It feels kind of it feels more together than last week from G2.
Oh,
like at least they're aligned in what the goal is here, right?
I've always said this: G2 needs an IGL, like really, really badly. Prano is not that. It seems like, at least.
was Kanto stepping
I mean, these rounds haven't really lasted more than a minute because like G2 just loses 2 members super early on, and then like that's that.
Sat against the quad wall, one playing around Printer, one in
I heard Fabian's available.
G2 step in, it's like, okay, then take that.
One of the things about Citizen, kind of like same with Chaiko, is that they're really good players individually, but they also take a lot of resources away from your team. So you kind of need like this 4-man structure of Doki, Prano, LMAO, and Virtue to be very structured and like have a really good grasp of what to do as 4 people to allow Citizen to be very free. But so far in this bank game, it's both Doki and Citizen being very free. And then you have Prano, LMAO, Virtue that are like not super structured, and they're playing 3v5 because both Doki and Citizen haven't really found much success yet in the first 3 rounds. So it's a little bit too much freedom, I think. OXG kind of had a similar issue back in the day with like Foxy and Laxing, where they, like Laxing especially, had like a lot of freedom, and sometimes it would hurt them more than not. Like the way OXG plays Siege now with the current lineup compared to what they did like a year and 2 years ago, but even back when they were reciprocity with Skies and stuff as well, it's a very different kind of ball game.
G2 in that mix as well if you want. Outsiders
or elevate even, however far back you want to go.
Win and 1 overtime loss. Not looking
so now they changed it. So Citizen gets the freedom, Doki goes on Ayana, and then now you have Virtue back in the mix. I also don't think it makes any sense for Virtue to play Nuke. Just like me knowing Jake from when I play with him, when you have both Doki, Alamau, and Citizen in the team, why on earth is Virtue the one playing Nuke? It's like, I would almost rather put Prano on it, just so somebody else can like take over.
The opportunity to use the Candelas last time around. I know that they're probably concerned about the potential for another jump out, but that's something that you can manage.
That's just me though.
And then you
of course things change, but
maybe like to ascend just another attempt at that.
Virtue's not a Nuke player.
With a different route this time.
Because Virtue doesn't play like risky and like chaotic siege. Like, it doesn't fit his playstyle in the slightest. He also doesn't seek those engagements the same way. Like, he was in lobby the entire round and that was it, and he died. Like, he never pushed the elevator hall. He could have gone basement up main stairs, for example. He could have gone top floor down main stairs.
You must be joking. You must be joking, Doki.
No. Oh no. The round is over. Oh no.
Not the best nade that we've seen.
Doki. Doki was 0-3. Now he team killed himself and Alamau with a grenade to go 0-4. I think Spoit might have paid them with YouTube money or something.
To get rid of Leon. Leon's like, the only sad piece of this for Leon is that he doesn't get 2 kills on his KD. That's unreal.
I mean, I'm going to give
the timeout definitely changed something, Tim, but not in the right way.
That's just after a timeout too, yeah.
He was hassling.
He was the bait.
He was hassling the window. He got him to play in that way. Citizen's going to try again. He gets it in through the window.
I guess that's what Doki was trying to do, but he fucked it up.
Much better nade from Ben there. Second one potentially going to come in, going to take a tickle of damage off Leon, but as you say, it goes too far.
I don't know why the fuck Leon swings that. I'm gonna be honest.
Finds a kill, 4 versus 3, and it brings it back. G2 need to knuckle down now. They've had a big blip. They've had a big problem in the beginning of the round.
Doki said he couldn't let go, but I don't think that's been a bug for a while. I don't know. It could be.
For G2 to turn this around.
Why is everyone just dying to Citizen now?
Holding his breath, hoping that they do.
Only on the back
25 seconds. Double repel. Smoke goes out. What's the answer here? They got Warden and Janitors, I think. Yeah.
Full white screen on towards Spoit as out comes Deepak, looking to watch the window. That angle being held.
Gotta swing the smoke here like this, yeah.
Gonna second step inside the smoke here as well and hope that someone else plays on the window. On the window they will be.
10
and
seconds.
Deepak gets the close down. That's always the problem of playing against the Warden.
No time.
Can he
Can't
find a
win.
second tucked in the back corner? Yes, he can, but can't find the last man. This one should time out. Sees the man maybe lay down. No, it's
that's well
in the
played.
main hallway. Look close for a second.
Who was last alive there? Was it Deepak?
Nearly pull it back.
I didn't see.
But Doki, my son, unforgivable.
Oh dear.
That's class.
He was? Nice.
Absolutely.
Doki's
class.
not a window
Nice.
player.
Because I think it was Warden that was left alive.
He's got it up again. Frank getting 2.
Where am I flying? To LA. To cast. Casting NAL tomorrow.
There's only 20 potential kills, and 14 of them have been found by 3 of the
So
other
I
players.
fly in Monday and I fly out Thursday. Doki wins this, surely.
So, absolutely no
Oh wait, it's
criticism.
Boyd, isn't it? Maybe he doesn't win this.
Better on top floor this time. There's a bit of a standoff between him and the man just outside of stock. The Echo drone comes out, gives the information, and Spike plays off it beautifully. Same site, same players, same results.
Never mind.
Just far too easy as well. Great little bit of assist
You
work
can't
coming out
peek
from Rogue.
Spoit
So let me
while
fire
Echo
very
droned.
close
It
to
just
Rogue as well.
doesn't
So
work
seeing
that
team
way.
Doubling up on that is great, but G2 are starting to find the kills in the round. Virtue's marching his way in between sites here as well. They've had
Look at
that
this.
broadside drop
It's
come
fucking
in.
Boomer
Whereas the
Daypick
Southwest
droning in
corner currently being
Sumer
held by
Spoit, and
Rogue.
they're just
Burning
looking for
into the
kills.
map, gets on the downstairs here, Tim, and now it's going to be about who moves out first, who tries to make the play.
Spoit would have to make a hero play to win this round.
In a difficult position here because, as you
Because
say,
they're in a really bad
Virtue
spot
was
because they have
moving
lost
around
garage
one side,
control.
and then you've got the man inside a garage on the
Yoka's
other.
not gonna do
This
shit.
is not going to be easy. Spoit knows he's there, nearly gets the kill onto the knock, goes back for seconds and finds what he wants. Virtue manages to
it's
find
winnable for
Kanto,
both
leaving
teams,
us now
but
in a
it's really
2v2
hard for
56
defenders.
Spoit could have a big impact here if he can find the man inside a red corridor.
Daypick has to get off his
Sure,
cam because they're
bouncing
flanking
one
around. Yeah,
direction
he
to the
is.
other. Deepak's taking the challenge just at the bottom of elevators there. 44 seconds left to go. Alamau and Spoit. It's all
Downed
to
him.
Deepak. He's played well so far, but this is going to have
They
to
can
be another
plant.
level from him.
There it is.
1v3. It's a real time to shine now as well. Steps across from the long range 1v1. Sees the player still dipping back.
Last
gets
guy's
the one
planting.
as the plan
You
starts
see
going
him.
down. Sees the head, gets the spray, but the diffuser's
Oh!
finishes on the ground, and Virtue's
He
down.
should
He's won
know
the
that
round
last guy is
for that.
down, but he
Deepak
doesn't.
doesn't
It
know
won't
this
matter
one, but
though.
he can stick this one out as if he's just won that 1v3.
Please don't come off the diffuser, Deepak. He's gonna stick
So
it.
we can ask the question there. Why did the second last guy on the A door swing in the 1v1 when the other guy was planting? Why peek the door when you can just play on the door, wait for your teammate to plant, and then play a 1v2 crossfire? Panic is why. And a bad plant spot is why.
Yeah, on this map, many teams will say
Going on. They had control of site there. They had 2
The
players.
worst part is, Kanto is 0-5. It's not even a 5v5 game. It's 4v4. 0-5 Doki, 0-5 Kanto.
He was in there. 2 players got ahead of the planter, looking for kills, looking to get inside a site and play aggressive. And then the planter is left behind and he's like,
It's been a minute, and I don't think anybody's inside the map. That repel. Leon's gonna be fuming about that one.
Virtue manages to get a kill onto Leon. That is a good start for
Might have been a
G2.
nice
Get
bait.
themselves an opener, take down the mute, and give themselves
Valkemper
an
didn't see it.
opportunity to at least
player on this team, except for maybe
If I had
Susan, who's
stayed on
played
G2 and
times,
played
but
like
three
this, it would have
other
ruined my
players, for
legacy.
example. They
Yep.
keep on changing who's doing
It's
what.
also why I
Imagine that's
stepped
kind of changing
down.
a little bit of stability this team has got.
I won my last tournament EUL finals and I stepped down.
That's now 5 versus 3. G2 can build
I wanted
on
to
this
end on
now.
a
They
win.
can push themselves towards at least getting their
For
first
my own
round
sake.
on the half. The last thing they want is
If
to
I
go
had kept
into the
playing with you
second
two,
half
I
and match
don't think it would have
every
been much
single
better
round.
than
Virtue
this,
managed to
personally.
get a second in the round. Gonna find Crying Doki
Need
onto
a
Spoit.
change.
This could be a flawless round for G2. And what a turnaround that will be.
It was a slow
Flank,
down
but
spiraling
G2
slope
players
ever
are
since
sort of
Fabian left.
rotated away from him
And
now.
then
They've
I
moved
left,
away
and then Uno and
towards
Kento got
staff
kicked, and
to try
then
get
now
themselves
we're here.
inside of that cafeteria area and look at getting
Surely
plant down, I would
G2
imagine.
doesn't find a way to throw this.
It's a tall order.
Like planting on
They have
0
got an
seconds
elder,
and like
that's one way
Daypick killing the
want to make this
planter,
happen.
right?
Red ping's coming through.
Surely not.
Potentially now they're gonna know as a result of
Oh my god,
being
what is that
big
black
off
screen
there.
that
I don't know if he
happened?
heard them or not, but either
Daypick
way,
got a
they
kill.
get away with it. A 1 versus 4. Doki finally on the stairs finds himself.
Okay,
Gil
good.
gets on the board,
5-1.
As do G2.
Good
It's
stuff.
Only 1 round, Tim, but it's at least a little bit of padding.
Good
To
stuff.
start, it's something. It was a bit better from G2, picking themselves up a couple of early kills at least. Seemed to just have a
Doki does
better
not look
handle
super
on where
comfortable,
those
I will
Rogue
say.
roamers were. I picked up on roamers
Good split,
earlier in
yeah.
the game. It's something
5-1,
G2
it's
haven't been dealing
a
with that
defender-sided
well. They've
bank.
been going in, they've been losing gunfights.
This is just like playing Villa when Villa first came out, or Cafe when it first got reworked, or, you know, this is just like playing any new map in Pro League. It's very defender-sided. Nothing out of the ordinary. Theme Park was like this for like a year.
For the next 6 rounds, Rogue only need 2 successful
Nothing out of the
attacks
ordinary.
there, and that's always a dangerous
Another day in the
spot to
office.
be in for the team who's on the losing end of that, because
Alright, let's
basically
investigate the
you're always gonna
lineups.
have a third
Asami
side,
Castle
you're always
for
likely
this
to have
bomb
a
site,
you
open
struggle
area.
to hold on to. You know, the question is,
Mussy.
how often do we see 6-0
So,
halves? Not very.
The only issue here with this lineup, one bulletproof camera, likely gonna be on the side itself. You have Valkyrie open, Maestro open, Echo open. and there's no info on the board. I mean, you can argue that Muzzy is info, but not reliable info, right? It's also hard for Muzzy to use it because you're often roaming. So all you got is the one bulletproof. Impacts, check. We got that for sight for wall deny, so that's good. We only have magnets, so Wamai kind of has to be a side player also with the impacts, and then Doki can roam on a Sami.
Spoit's kind of sent in as a sacrificial lamb.
Dapix playing Zero, huge fan of that on Bank. One of the few maps where he's actually good. Nook on Cryan, always a good pick. And then we just got Nate Duty. And then the only Heartbreaks we brought are double secondary gadget, which gives you more leniency with like flexibility with operator lineup, because you can still breach the wall that you need to with the hatches, but you also get the gadgetry of the other operators. The only thing is you have absolutely zero ADS clear, but you have 6 nades. So
that's it. Certainly seems to be.
I think for open area that Maestro is too good not to play.
I love it. It's so fun.
I'd say opportunistic aggression. You know,
I mean, even look here, right? Their hard breachers aren't really hard breachers. They've got it as gadgets.
Door being barricaded here is obviously massive. You don't barricade the doors, Nook can just walk on in.
In terms of hard breach, but they want the guns. And I think Leon said this on Twitter. Our whole philosophy is give everyone a really good gun and say go nuts and have a loose. So
now Cryan waits for his gadget, then he walks into tellers. And then while that happens, we should be making some. Oh! Oh!
Absolutely removes Prana from main stairs.
Removes him.
Good night.
Decapitates him from main stairs.
Good night.
Good night. Sleep tight. Cryan coming in from the other side.
Cryan's playing it nice and slow. He should walk more aggressive next time. He has the ankle now on the rotate. Like, he has to clear this room so he can hold the rotate. And then the gamble is between Cryan and Virtue. That's where the 50-50 lies. Kento is still 0-6, by the way. We're still playing 4v5.
And the rest of G2 can just turn their attention skyward.
Yeah, he's in a good position.
Like, this is the thing. We all know Spoit can hit nice shots, and he's like a really capable player. It's whether or not he can learn how to play the game structured in Rogue. That's like my one fear for Spoit. Because Rogue doesn't have like a structured IGL strategy. At least they didn't in the past. Maybe it's different now with Leon Gage changing his roles a bit. Because like that's what Spoit will need to be like legacy player. He will need to learn the proper way of siege while still being the demon that he is. But he seems to be super motivated to do it, so. And he's not just throwing his life away. Like, it's almost like Spoit has more discipline than Doki, like, than all of G2 essentially already. Yeah, they droned him. Look, Spoit played super passive. He was all the way on the staircase, not swinging at all. He was waiting for the drone. No chance he dies. Now they drone out Virtue. They castle barricade double door. They know he's stuck in either 1 or 2 elevator, and they can now just take him together. Like, it's really good. It's really good. Like, really good discipline. Now you just fucking run in and you just fight it out.
But it might, as you say, just give them an opportunity to put the diffuser down. We're going to see utility being burnt.
Oh, the timing! That C4 reaches. Oh, but it's too late.
Kills a found flawless round, and Rogue are 6-1.
It's like I said, I feel like they'll just run over them like a whirlwind at some point. I won't lie.
That's solid.
With 20 seconds on the clock, I'm thinking.
That's actually really good from Rogue too. Because they play consolidated the entire way through. It's not like they just started like walking around. Like Cryan took the entire round to take tellers, didn't risk dying. Spoit, after getting that opening kill, just waited for Dapix drone for a solid 45 seconds, didn't swing the guy elevator. It was really good. Really puck.
You have a lot of questions to ask of themselves going into week 3.
That's it, you know, I'm sure they're going to be pouring over. There's a beautiful shot from Spite.
Look at this.
There's nothing that you can do about this. If this is going to be the end,
and you're thinking, he loses the free kill.
That's Citizen getting himself out of trouble.
Oh.
Look at that.
You can see you've got maybe 3 frames in which to kill
absolutely him. Nothing that you can. Rogue just taking the opportunity.
Kento is 1-6 and playing glass. I have a theory. My theory is that they want to play the Ying, but they also want to force out something with the smoke, so they play the glass. And seeing as Kento is the worst performing player, it's Kento who gets to play glass. That's my theory. It's that, or Kento's been practicing in his spare time, because the Kento I know does not play glass. Actually, he has. Kento posted a glass clip of Rang the other day, like 2 days ago. We got like a 4K with glass on border. So maybe this is premeditated. Maybe it's not performance based. But enabling the worst player is normally what you want to do. Because like glass doesn't need to do anything, he just needs to be there.
No, I don't think they do. As you say, he's played quite aggressively. We've seen Virtue hold blue stairs extremely well in the past.
So Rogue has full map control besides open area. We can assume there's a roamer or two there because that's always how it is. We're getting all the lobby side hatches.
This defense here. Citizen's just about ready to drop the hatch. I don't know if he's just going to try and take a challenge on before he does it. He's keeping himself active for the time being.
You can stay here till like 120 probably. You don't gotta fall back anytime soon here. No reason to.
The question now is how long do Dorky and Citizen hold on for?
Crying could do a bit of work here on a potential cut if they're not expecting this.
But they dropped.
It's interesting because this was actually a thing I said back
in
stage one.
They dropped, but they didn't drone them.
Their own were always all back on site by a minute and a half in the last time these two teams played. And sometimes I was like, well, Rogue haven't pressured you yet. But I
guess they just wanted a soft timer.
Where I really feel there was an extra 20, 30 seconds of time wasting in there. So at the cost of a few drones, Rogue have already...
Oh, this might be a bait for servers, actually. I think this is when Nuke walks into server.
There go the Candelas, and
surely.
The will potentially follow.
Because they can't actually execute here. They're not ready for it. So I think they're trying to enable Cryan in servers. Yeah, they are. You see? So you fake the execute. Then Cryan will get a kill. They actually dropped.
Virtue Cantor's looking for more, but it's going to be Leon and Deepak that keep doing the work. Leon's getting that diffuser down, and in a 5v2, you can't help but think that this is probably all over. Citizen though managed to put the diffuser down 3v1, however, a Spoit.
What is this round? And now we can plant safely. Now it's good. Good angle from Spoit here, holding it passively as well.
Kills, can't find any, and that's going to be Rogue taking the result 7-1 and a full 3 points. Unbelievable performance from them, you've got to say. Work needs to be done for G2, but credit where it's due. Rogue looked good.
Yeah, take nothing away from Rogue. This is a step up on what we saw from them back in stage one. That aggression.
That was just very.
Exactly. I wish I could translate what he was saying there.
That's a team gap right there. That is the team gap. Like Rogue's the better team here. Even that last round, while it wasn't like flawless for Rogue, they had a good idea behind it, right? They fake execute once and twice on backside with Ying's utility on the lobby hatch, and then Glass smokes elevators, drops on the third execute, and then Cryan gets in for free to A on servers, and then Leon will rotate and go plant A with Cryan because it's clear, and they trade. It's like, it definitely comes down to, I don't think it comes down to prep, because like Shast knows how to do prep as a coach. I think it comes down to actual in-game stuff like IGL. It looks like G2 is like playing FPL and they got scrambled together in a random lobby and they don't have like an IGL and they don't have like one guy that has like the respect of the players. Because they have so much freedom to do whatever the fuck they want. And you cannot play with freedom in Siege right now. Not that much. Like you can't walk down main stairs to Tibana on a basement attack and just die for no reason. You just can't. Right? It's very, very basic stuff. Even the operator lineup selection from Rogue is significantly higher in value. Whereas T2, they played triple Heartbreach on an open area attack, and they couldn't get the wall open because they had no utility. Whereas Rogue, they play no Heartbreacher, but they play Zero and Buck with Heartbreach secondary gadget, and they can clear out the utility. So like, it's something as simple as operator lineup value, and also just like, it looks like an IGL based issue. It looks like that for sure. Definitely need a leader. It's been long enough for G2 to have solved the leadership issues, I feel like, at this point. And synergy and stuff as well. That was a very fast game. Jesus. I also think, I'm curious how G2 would do in North America. Like if they were in the NAL. I think they would get absolutely slaughtered in the NAL because of how aggressive it is. Huh.